Okay, proportional relationships. We're going to deal with an equation first. Equation for a proportional relationship is y equals mx, or you may even see y equals kx. I doubt you'll see the y equals ax, which is why I'm not putting it there. Next, ratios. That means if I do y divided by x, so yet again, y divided by x. Yes, I'm putting these both in the same colors for the same reason. That means I should get the exact same number each time. So if it's proportional, if I do y divided by x, I get the same number each time. Now, the important thing to realize for these last two, these happen at the same time. So, it's got to be linear. What does linear mean?
Straight line.
Straight line. It also has to pass through what? Origin. Which is what coordinates?
0, 0.
Okay, so knowing what it's got to have, what does a non-proportional relationship have? So it doesn't pass through the origin. What else y'all got?
It's not a straight line.
Not a straight line.
Linear.
Not.
Wait, no. I don't think that's right.
So it's non-linear.
Non-linear. That's right.
What else you got? You only got two left.
Let me think.
I'll give you a hint. Y divided by x.
Yeah, if it's not equation or something.
Well, if they equaled the same number earlier, what do they got to equal this time?
Opposite.
How about different?
Different.
It's not necessarily just going to be different opposite numbers. It's going to potentially be just be a straight up different number. All right, what about your last one? What's your equation?
Oh, isn't it just y kx or y?
Mx plus b. Good job. So y equals mx plus b. Okay, page 131. For the first few, we're going to tell if they are why they are proportional. So we're going to go letter by letter. Why are they proportional? So letter A. Why are they proportional? Okay, so I'm hearing there is no B. If there is no B, automatically proportional. So letter B. What do I do? I'll even give you a hint. So, what is negative 9 divided by negative 3? 3. What is negative 3 divided by negative 1? 3. What is 3 divided by 1? What is 15 divided by 5?
15 divided by 5.
Are these all the exact same numbers?
Oh, that's where it should go.
So for those of you wondering where in the world they got these numbers from, actually,
Instead of just writing them all out, why didn't we just write like they're on top of them?
all right, that's where I got them all from.
Or, you can just circle different things on top.
How come you got the same answer on negative 3 over negative 1 and 3 over 1?
So, all right, so did y'all hear Jackie's question? Jackie, repeat your question, please.
So how did you get the same answer as negative 3 over negative 1 and 3 over 1?
Anybody got an answer for him? Feel free, one of y'all.
Isn't it when two negatives are divided, it gives you a positive thing?
Yeah. Angela, you got another way? She got it?
Isn't that your integer rule?
That's your integer rules. Okay, what about letter C?
Oh, it's proportional.
Okay.
It has positive slope, don't it?
It is a positive slope, but the positive and negative does not determine.
Isn't it going through the origin?
How do you know it's going through the origin?
Because it's going right through the center.
How do you? Okay, we're on letter C. We're on letter C.
Oh. I was on letter D.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
It's proportional
How do you know?
because y equals kx, and this is like 60 times 7.
So, technically, we're spending $60 every 7 days.
So 60 divided by
Do I have any extra being added in?
No.
That means I have no B. There's no extra. There's no adding. All right, what about letter D? How do you know? Goes through the origin. Okay, so number 2, we're figuring out why each one's non-proportional.
Okay, it does have a b.
Okay, so what's your B on that one?
No, -3.
And the reason I keep harping this so much is because this is what a lot of y'all missed on the test.
So you're not. So wait. So if it.
If there's a B, automatically non-proportional. Automatically. All right. I'm going to give you what's 11 divided by -3. It's -2 and 2/3. What is 5 divided by -1?
Wait.
5 divided by -1. Negative what? -5. What is -13 divided by 5?
-2.
Now, are all of your numbers the same?
No, only
No, in fact, none of them are. None of them are the same at all. That's why it's non-proportional. All right, what about letter C?
It's
Non-proportional.
It's non-proportional. Why?
Plus because it has to be. It has to plus a non-refundable deposit of 50.
So this is your one-time fee. That's your B. If it'll help, remember B is a fee. All right, letter D. Where is your B located? Which axis? So yet again, I have a B. Remember, B is always on your y-axis.
So that means it's number B or letter B?
That's for the y equals mx plus b, that's your plus. That's what you're adding. All right, number 3. We're going to classify each one as proportional or non-proportional. So you are going to tell me if it's proportional or non-proportional.
So A is proportional
How do you know?
because it does have a B.
So no B. All right, what about letter B?
This is
Okay, Jimon's saying proportional. Why are you saying proportional?
I think it is proportional. Is it on the y-axis?
Yeah. Per means what? Each. Okay, so am I adding really anything?
No.
No.
So
There is no B. They're throwing this in to trick you. It is proportional. All right, what about letter C?
non
How do you know?
because it's on the y-axis.
There's a B. Now, is that slope positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. All right, what about letter D? What's -9 divided by 4?
-2.25.
What is -11 divided by 5? So is that proportional?
No. Not proportional.
Yeah, so this is another non-proportional. What about letter E?
I think that it's non-proportional because it's like it's adding.
There's no.
It's adding an extra number. Yeah, it's adding an extra number. So I think
It's not proportional.
it's not proportional. But it could also, I don't know.
If you prefer a P instead of a G, you can use a G or a P. So how do I solve that?
You add this one.
So I add these two first. So that means I get something that looks like this, right? So is that proportional or non-proportional?
Oh, okay.
Remember, anything inside parentheses, if I'm going to go ahead and give the X to one, I got to give the X to both. It can't just be one. I can't just give a present to one person in this room. I'd have to give a present to everybody in the room. That's kind of what parentheses are. It's like everybody in the room gets a present from the person outside. What about letter F?
I think that is.
It's proportional.
So what's going on?
They're playing up.
So we're planting a plant. Are we planting a seed that's below the ground?
No, planting is 1 foot. When it's first planted, it is 1 foot.
Oh, so when it's first planted, we have 1 foot. And then what happens?
It grows 2.
So how would I write that as an equation?
So, y equals 2x plus 1.
So is that proportional?
No, it's not proportional.
It's non-proportional. All right, what on the next one? So we're still doing y divided by x, so negative 10 divided by negative 25. What do you get?
You get
0, negative 0.
I think it's going to be positive because both of them are negative.
0.4 and everyone is proportional.
How do you know it's 0.4 on every one?
Because you put it in your calculator, yeah.
Okay, so what'd you put in your calculator? Did you go to stat?
Yeah,
So you can actually use this and go to stat and then figure out your y equals ax plus b. Because remember, that a is the same thing as m. And when you do that, you'll get a is equal to 0.4 and b is equal to 0. That means it's proportional. All right, what about h?
Yeah, proportional because it's going through the origin.
0 point, and it's a straight line.
Yep.
All right, what about I?
That is non-proportional because it has a b.
Remember that plus 4 is a b. All right, any questions?
This is easy.
Okay. This actually, I know it looks like a lot. It's really not. In fact, my last period got through this fairly quickly. So you ready? Why don't we make a table?
Okay.
I am using a strategy because I see 2 numbers and 2 word numbers. So what we got going on?
We got, we got call card 591
So we have a 5-minute overseas phone call that costs $5.91, and a 10-minute call costs $10.80.
Whoa.
So can I say that my minutes is my time is my X and my money's being affected by my minutes? So at 5 minutes we had $5.91, and at 10 minutes we had $10.86. Go ahead and put this in your calculator under stat, and then tell me what you get.
Here goes your state.
Why can't you just do like a little image where we just
You can if you want to figure out what your if you want to figure out your B after the fact, you can. Especially if 2 of them are the same. Which
Why'd you put
y equals
5.991?
0.992x plus 0.94.
Oh, you're
Proportional.
$95.
Wait, not proportional.
It's A equals 0.99.
Wait, it has to be, so it's non-proportional.
Hold on. Is it 0.96x or 0.99x? Is A 96 or is it 99?
You were
99.
Oh, rounding. Okay, 99.
What are you? Oh, you only did 9. I did 9-1.
But you weren't.
Okay, so is that proportional?
Yeah.
They're messing up. So non-proportional just has a B.
So I can automatically take out B and D. Now,
Can I go get some water?
not right now. So, is it A or C? Which one matches ours?
I think it's C.
It's C.
Wait,
I don't see a 495 up here.
Oh, okay.
C. I was
All right, number 2.
What color is this though?
All right, number 2.
Isn't it red and
Which
green?
one is your proportional relationship?
Okay, let me put this in the chart.
So, you can put it in your stat, or you could just do this. What's 4 divided by 2?
1.
1,
2.
2.
2. Is 13 divided by 5 equal to 2?
No.
Not proportional.
Yeah, no.
1 over 2. If I do negative 2 over positive 5, that means I'd have to multiply that by negative 2. Did I multiply that by negative 2?
No.
No.
Not proportional.
All right. What about 10 divided by 2?
That's fine.
That's H.
Is that the same as 25 divided by 5?
It's H.
So hold on, we're going to question it. Is 30 divided by 6 also 5?
Yeah. You can multiply the whole X row by.
All right, hold on. 3, 2. Is that the same as 6 over 5?
No. 5 is not a prime.
No, because I can't go times 2 to get to that. I can multiply that by 2, but I can't multiply the other. So it is H.
I got a thinking that.
Sorry, I'm pausing. Anybody else need more time?
No. I am.
Okay. Let me know when y'all get done.
I'm done.
I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the ones who said I need more time.
Oh.
All right, you guys could be looking at, say, number 3, though. You could already be looking ahead at number 3 and figuring out your answer.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, y'all good?
Yep.
Okay. Number 3. We're looking for the one that's non-proportional.
It's B.
Oh, it's B. It's B.
Easily B because it has a
easily B.
plus.
It has a fee.
Yeah, it has a fee.
And it's got a fee. So we're telling me, yes, that's B.
Nope. Don't even have to ask. We did them for
Okay.
ourselves.
F.
Too smart for this.
All right, number 4.
F.
How?
So,
Y equals
what are we looking for? What's our question saying? What's our question asking
not
us?
true.
Which
That
one
was
following
true,
is not
Jackie.
true to
We're looking for not true.
Not. That's how they trick you because it's not voted, but on the test they're usually voted.
Not always. So be careful of that. Okay, so if it's not true, what is my equation?
Also, we're doing y equals mx plus b, huh?
We're saying it's proportional because if you look at each answer choice,
It's H. It's H.
it's all proportional. Remember, we're looking for the one that's not true.
It's H.
So let's check H. I'm going to do 9 divided by negative 6. Is that the same thing as 3 divided by negative 2?
No.
What did I do?
Are you sure about this? Because I could do times 3. Times 3. That works.
How did I go home?
That also equals negative 6 over positive 4. Guess what? Times negative 2. Times negative 2. I'd say that one works.
I say it's J then.
That means that is definitely not our answer because that is definitely a true statement.
Wait, what's J?
Okay. Would G be a true statement? If it's proportional, would the line go through 0, 0?
No.
The
If
table-
it's proportional, does our line go through 0, 0 on a graph?
Yes.
That means that one also works.
What did I tell
It's
you?
J.
Okay, so let's look at J because we're saying F is also correct.
I think it's F.
If we have a table, does there have to be a y-intercept to show?
No.
It doesn't, right? What if I showed a y-intercept of negative 2? Would that be a proportional table? If I have a y-intercept of negative 2,
I thought that would be non-proportional.
it would be non-proportional. Does it say that it's just because there's no y-intercept that it's proportional? That's what that's saying. Is that a true statement?
No. Wait, yes.
Just because there's no y-intercept, it's proportional.
Wait, so
Because there's no y-intercept shown. Doesn't mean there's no y-intercept. Doesn't mean that just because there's none showing that is automatically proportional.
Does that mean
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
It is wrong. Because if you go look at number 2, F doesn't show an Y. Is it proportional?
Yeah.
F?
No.
Number 2 is F proportional.
No, it's not.
We're not showing a y-intercept there. G. There's no y-intercept. Is it proportional?
Yes.
No.
I mean, no.
So J is actually correctly your right answer.
Right.
We're done. Flip over to page 135.
Next page.
Remember yesterday when I was saying, hey, keep it quiet? This is why.
What time is it?
Don't worry about it. 135. Okay. Okay, here we go. How much does Dylan make per hour?
Dylan made $336.
For 32 hours. So how much does he make for 1 hour?
We gotta divide.
Yep, you gotta divide, so divide it out.
Daddy, can you wait to
Okay, how much does Angela make? $10. Okay, now, I know it says Amber. Go ahead and change that to Angela. I don't know what's going on there. So, how much would Dylan make at 25 hours?
Oh, so 336. No. Would it be 1344?
So, we know how much he makes per hour. How much would he make for 25 hours?
$262.
Okay, so 266?
No.
62. And say I can't hear. And 50 cents? And how much does Angela make for 42 hours?
420.
420. Are those two the same?
No. They're different hours.
No, they're different. Okay, so how did we determine the proportionality? Yeah, you just divided. And what we actually found, guys, was the unit rate. If you know how much somebody makes for 1, you can make it and multiply it and make it a whole lot easier. Okay, so on number 1, table 1 and table 2, we're going to simplify it. Easiest way to simplify this, guys, is just to put this in under alpha y equals. If you get a whole number, we're just going to put it over 1. So like 75 over 1, if you were to put that in, you just get 75. So we're going to put in as 75 over 1. So what's 120 over 2?
60.
So we're going to put that as 60 over 1. What about 165 over 3?
65 over 3.
165.
do we have to put it?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
Because we're doing it as y over x.
55 over 3. 55 over 1.
So 55 over 1. Because we're doing a y to x ratio. What about 210 over 4? Remember, I want it as a fraction.
105 over 2.
And what about the last one? 255 over 5.
Which one?
51 over 1.
All right. So our next one, we're going to do table 2. 45 divided by 1 is just 45. So I'm going to put as 45 to 1. What about number 2?
45.
3.
What about number 3?
That's
Right, 45.
Number 4?
45.
What do you guess number 5 is going to be?
45. So that one is proportional, and the other one's not.
You got it. And why is it proportional?
Because it's constant. The numbers are the same, yeah. Explain it another way.
Bless you.
I'm like a dictionary.
So numbers are the same. And how do we determine that proportionality?
By dividing.
By
Dividing what by what?
Dividing
X over Y, or Y over X.
So I did y divided by x, right? All right. Once you're done, let me know and we'll flip over to your next page. So basically turn the page. All right, so looking at both of these lovely graphs, they're calling them tables. Which one is proportional?
The other one.
this one. Table.
Table 1 or table 2?
Table 2 because it's
It's going on the origin.
Yeah.
All right, is it a straight line?
No.
Table 2.
Yes.
No.
What do you mean?
Yes, it's a straight line.
Why did you say no, Jonathan?
Is that pretty much a straight line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess.
I was thinking that it had to go all the way just straight
But
through
I was
the.
thinking like this, like this is how it is. It's like making a tiny curve. I am blind.
You're okay. So, trust me, when it's asking you if it's proportional or not, you will have a definite curve you'll be able to see. It's not going to be a kind of a slight curve.
So
Yes, ma'am.
basically, an easy way to do that is like when it's if it's acting like this, like on the graph, and it's asking which is proportional, it has to have the dot on the zero.
You got it. It's got to have the dot on the 0.
Wait, did you say that non-proportional is all squiggly and stuff?
It can be. All right, so if it's proportional, what am I looking for?
You're looking for the XKX.
So, graph, what am I looking for? Just looking at a glance, what am I looking for?
Coordinates,
The line,
the line, or
Y-axis is the slope.
Do I care about slope if I'm just looking to see if it's proportional?
just see if it goes to the coordinate.
Okay, which coordinates?
0, 0.
So I'm looking to see, does it go through 0, 0? What else am I checking?
If it's a
If
straight
it's a
line,
straight line,
And what do I call a straight line?
linear.
Linear.
Straight line or linear.
let's go. It's about your life. It's about power to take away.
So, is it linear? Is it a straight? Does it go through 0, 0? That's all I care about. All right. What about number 1? How do I determine if it's proportional?
By determining it.
36,
You have to
9,
do
12, 50. 36, 9, so y equal, or y, or it's just y over x.
So I'm subtracting. I'm adding, right? Subtracting, adding. Now, if I multiply x times -3, do I get every single one of my y values? Pick an x value, multiply by -3. Tell me if you get that answer.
Wait, so we're doing. Oh.
That means you can easily check it real quick. Does 4 times -3 equal -12?
Yes.
Does 3 times -3 equal -9?
Yes.
5 times -3 equal -15?
Yes.
That means that one's proportional.
Yeah.
It's -3.
All right, what about number 8?
Easy.
You should be able to look at that without having to do anything. How do you know?
Because it's going if you it's
You're adding 2.
Look at your table. Look at your table. Look at your table.
It's not proportional.
Look at your table. What do you see?
The 0, 0.
Thank you.
Proportional.
Bro, that keep playing like
You didn't even have to do anything. If you see 0, 0, automatically proportional.
Well,
I'm different like that.
What about number 9?
It has
Non-proportional.
non-proportional. It has 2
I'm
zeros.
different like that.
I meant not
It's
2.
a 0.
It is non-proportional. If you see 0, -5, that's your B.
Number
We're not
10,
looking for B.
number 10, proportional.
Okay, how do you know?
It's because you see the x has a -1 and the y is a -0.5.
It's proportional.
But if you look at the positive version,
You
you're
see,
still adding. Wait,
It's
never
proportional. It
mind.
keeps repeating. Basically.
So if we're multiplying by 1.5, does that work every time?
It's adding up 4.5. It's adding up.
Never mind, it's not
It's adding
proportional.
up 4
Yeah.
on the other side.
Try it.
how come on the x is
1.5
like
times
plus
3 is
1,
equal
then
to
it goes
4.5.
plus
Use a
2,
calculator for
Proportional,
plus
bro.
2 more, and then plus 2.
Sorry.
When I told you that's not proportional.
Or you could just
Oh,
check
I'm
it
sorry.
by
No,
5 times 1.5 is 7.5.
Yeah, it's proportional.
It is proportional. Now, can you use your calculator with the stat trick? Absolutely, it will work.
It's proportional.
Absolutely.
All right, anybody more time? Okay, y'all are just gonna tell me, is it proportional or non-proportional, and why?
That's proportional
Because it goes to the
It's going
origin.
through the origin. It's going through the origin.
Already said it before. This is non-proportional.
Okay, why?
because it's on the y-axis.
Doesn't go through the origin.
Where's your B?
So it has to be
The
on the
B is
y-axis.
right there.
B equals what?
B equals
3.
3. No, B equals 2.
Negative 3.
There we go, -3.
Number 14 card because he is free, but it still goes to the line in the middle.
B, 1,
Number
2,
13.
3.
Number 13 is not proportional.
That's your x-intercept. That's your y-intercept. Y-intercept's on your y-axis.
Quickly. Oh yeah.
So
All right.
That's on the y.
Proportional
B
because
is
it's
always on
13
y-axis.
non-proportional.
Okay,
14 is
guys,
proportional.
slow down.
Oh, sorry.
I know you're excited to get finished. However, that was a really good question we had back here. B is always on your y-axis. Do not get it flipped with your x-intercept, which is on your x-axis. In 8th grade, we don't deal with the x-intercept. We just deal with y. All right, so number 13, is it non-proportional? What's your B?
Your B is negative 1.5.
Your B is what? +4. I like +4 better. Okay. 14.
Proportional. Touches the origin.
Look, it touches the origin. right?
Okay, touch it.
Even though it's
14.
wiggling.
14 is
Proportional.
It does have to be linear. So what does that make it?
It's not proportional.
This is a non-linear graph. That means
not straight.
this is not straight. All right, next one.
Proportional.
Proportional. We got through the origin. What about the next one?
Not proportional.
What's your B?
4.
4.
No, thank you.
No, it's positive because your positives are up here and positive over here. Okay.
I knew it.
All right, I'm going to give you the last one. So we got -6/1, -6/1.
Proportional.
It's all proportional. How do I know that for sure?
Because it keeps
They're all the same
constantly
number.
repeating.
Constantly repeating same numbers.
It's repeating the exact same numbers. Hold on. Tablet error.
I was gonna say, I was like, what the heck? Why did you stop?
I'm not. It's called internet error.
I thought the school had the best Wi-Fi.
No.
This is your last page. Okay, so each one of these is -6/1.
3. So lambda 3 is like
All right, so question.
After everything I've done.
Proportional relationships in a table. What am I looking for in proportional relationship?
If it's the same number,
What if it's not proportional?
it would have different numbers.
So if it is non-proportional, you're looking for different numbers. All right, guys, you guys did good.
How many more minutes we got?
we finished.
3.
What time is it?
You have less than 3. All right, I heard several